We're off property with Marco today. It's such a beautiful day. This is the kind of weather we love to train in.
It's the best.
The best office. Sunny, 70 degrees, slight breeze, nice town. Anyway, we didn't even put Marco in a heel. He put himself there. So he's already completed a 3-week board and train. We've done a lot of healing. But he's just assuming, hey, when a leash is on and when we're walking, maybe I should put myself in heel. That's the pattern we've created. And that's really nice. It's really nice to walk a dog like this. He's walking perfectly next to Josh's left leg. Here's a skateboarder coming up. Look at that.
Yeah. So I'm not going to give him a command still. He's still free. But what I love about this is I'm not going to over manage him, right? I'm not going to be telling him what to do every second. I'm going to assume that he knows, like Julie said, if I put the leash on, I need that polite walk because we're going through, town or whatever. And I'm just going to let him do these bad behaviors and get him out of his system. If he's going to, correct him and then move on.
Yeah, the feedback
until that goes away. And then what happens is you're not nagging the dog. If I just keep trying to keep him in heel before I let him express and try his ideas, it's very loud over there. So
he's put himself in a sit when you stop. Okay. This is very good boy behavior. It could have something to do with the session you guys did yesterday, because there were some moments. See, he just tried to go to the car. Did you click there?
I did.
Yeah.
Those are the moments. So you see, that's a little moment.
Yes.
And look at me though. I'm not going blah 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 and talking to him a lot. Okay. He's having his own experience to realize what not to do by doing it, getting corrected, and then moving on. What are my rules? Well, follow me. That's first. Like no running away, right? But also, I don't want you pulling on the leash, reacting to the environment. I want you passive in the environment, with the environment, following me. That's what I want. Typically, heel is the answer for that. So that's why he's putting himself in heel to cope with those rules. I'm not going to put him in heel. I mean, because I want him to be able to express, because this is a dog who is pushy. Pushy dogs, if you don't let them express and get corrected for their ideas and then they try yours, they're going to always want to try their ideas. And so they're going to be pushing at the end of your idea. If you're saying heel, they're just, it's like, well, you know what? How about no heel and you go try what you want to do? Oh, those didn't work out because you got corrected for doing bad behaviors. Now you're back over here and you're more compliant. Cool. Now you use it as a coping skill to get through the situation, and it helps you, right? Now you're going to find a reason, value in it to use it. So that's what he's doing. It is different than me telling him and arguing with him. I don't argue. Julie, do I argue with dogs?
No.
No, I don't. That is a waste of energy. So if this is arguing. There's too many back and forths. You say something, he says something. Now you have a debate, and you say something, he says something. Now you're just having this back and forth. You're having a debate. It's a democracy now. That's the problem. He thinks that he has a vote in what we're doing. Right. So that's entitlement, and that is a relationship issue, not training. Okay. So training gives us the tools to get the relationship we need, right? But we can't sell the relationship we need. Otherwise, we'd be doing very well for ourselves. If I could sell respect, boy, would we be doing good?
The closest we can come though is that
but
e-collar.
We can give you,
yep.
we can get you to, we can show you how to get it and give you the tools to get it and the training to get it. However, if we do not get the respect aspect the way that we need to, as a leader will, then of course what we're going to get is a hard time. At the best, the dog's going to be fussy, right? At the worst, completely out of control. So you see, I'm not over managing. I'm not the type of leader style to over manage. I don't do that. I don't do that with any of my dogs. I don't do it with this dog. And honestly, the worse they get, the more I just start saying, okay, let's just let them make mistakes, get it out of the way. A couple days go by and the dog's much more workable. Then I can implement my ideas. This works so good for the dog's mental afterwards. They're calm. The anxiety comes from thinking about wanting to do the ideas. I want to do this and I want to do that. It's like, well, go do it all. It's all wrong. You'll get corrected and you'll come back to me or reset. But let's get it off your mind, okay? You're thinking too much and then you're being overreactive. Right, so good.
Wow.
I'm not worried about his behavior.
He's so good. His walk is amazing.
I'm also not over worried about his behavior because I'm confident in the recall, right? So if I was worried, then it would affect him. If I was kind of like over watching him and then he's like, oh, the leader looks nervous. Should I be nervous? You see? So that's why we need to look. We need to sell the role, the way we walk.
Look at that.
I love it. His confidence will go up, believe it or not, in a healthy way. Car coming, come on, buddy. His confidence will go up in being a follower, so we'll get that confidence that we want. Because he does have a nice confidence that I like. I like my dogs to have that confidence, but I want the confidence to be in the pride of being a follower. Not, I'm independent, you don't matter to me, human, you're just a disposable, you're just thumbs to help me open doors and stuff, right? So, no, we're a pack, I lead, you follow, cool. So, all he's doing is following and being passive. Remember this, we talk about state of mind. Passive means they let the world happen around them. They understand that that's a mode. That's what the calm submissive mode that you always hear about. They're passive in that mode. Now, if I release them and say, go be interactive, that's exactly what it means. When I say go ahead, it's like go interact within the rules. But when I give a stay command or a heel command, right? It's passive. I describe this to them. That's why you see these dogs, they'll lay down, they'll do this. They often put their chins on the ground, especially in the beginning, because that's them saying to me that I'm being passive. I'm ignoring everything. So they're using that as a skill to be passive. And then when I release them, boom, the energy goes up and they go be interactive. That is key. If I don't have that on and off switch, well, then he's going to be either, he could be right there, but he could be like this with his energy.
Or
and
all
now,
over the place.
and then you're just like, your mind goes crazy because he's stressed, you're stressed, and it's just like, somebody has to be the pillar to be like, no, don't do that. Literally, correction, firm if needed to, and then move on. And just keep that on repeat. The corrections become less and less, and the dog becomes better and better, and life becomes better and better. But it doesn't happen if we miss the opportunities. If the dog's misbehaving and we're struggling to get control, if he starts misbehaving right now, and it takes me more than 10 seconds, I'm gonna start to worry about myself, let alone 30 seconds to minutes to hours of bad behavior. If I can't stop bad behavior within seconds, to myself, I'm gonna tell myself, Josh, you need to work on this. It took you 20 to 30 seconds to resolve that. If it took me that long to resolve that with him, I'd call up and say, we need another week or two. You know what I mean? I should be able to say no, and within 3 to 5 seconds, everything's cleared up and we're moving on, okay? That doesn't mean there's not those moments in the development of you becoming leader where the dog's kind of trying to overthrow everything, where they'll stretch that out to bad behavior for 30 minutes or whatever. They'll really give you the works. That's like the fight that you see a dog will do. When a dog is going to give a last ditch effort to not listen, they're going to throw everything at you. But you don't see that every day. Then that goes away. It's just a last ditch effort. And he had that in him. But if we don't let him get that out, he's frustrated and thinking about playing his last card all the time. And he just got one foot out the door. Let him try it. Throw your fit, bite the leash, do whatever. You know what I mean? And then as the leader, I'm going to say, are we done? And we just move on. And keep it cool. Keep it cool. All right.
Walk back to the park?
Walk back to the car. I'm not going to give him any direction. The leash just made a little connection with him and he listened perfectly. I love his state of mind, and he is starting to build confidence in being a follower because he realized it will give him power, because guess who's going to protect him? He's got me on his side too, and he knows that. So whatever he runs
Off-leash
into,
dog here.
Whoa, 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 yeah, we're going to run in. We're going to go. He didn't even see it yet. Look. Sorry about that.
He was chill.
He was chill. But that kind of is the stuff that real life, it comes out. And if I hadn't been on top of him for small stuff, I would have had a problem. But because I've been showing him, you know, that I'm the leader the whole time for the past 24 hours, I just used those brownie points right there to not have him cause a mess. Because that dog was cool, but what if he lost his and then that caused that dog to lose his and now I have a dog fight. It's like, and then the guy gets mad at me and it's like, oh man, you're just in it.
Homeless people's dogs are usually so chill because they are so exposed all day, every day.
Oh yeah, that dog's chilling outside all the time, and
they are not sheltered. They're around lots of things every day.
And his dog listened to him.
Yeah, I know.
So listen.
And they also listen.
How freaking cool was that?
I know.
That dude just he had a cigarette in his mouth, laying down, chilling, right? He lifts his head up and he tells the dog, hey, come here, gives a clap,
and it does.
dog came over.
I know, and that's a healer, and a lot of people will say cattle dogs, you know, we trained them, but a lot of people will say they can't be trained. Yeah.
It's relationship. That dog respects that man. And that man was not worried at all that his dog wouldn't listen. I love seeing stuff like that. Now that made me feel a little bit safer, because if that guy didn't have control over his dog, then it's on me, right? I'm not gonna let him feel like he's gotta take care of it. Another dog up here. But look, I'm not fiddling with the leash.
Look at that perfect heel. Oh my god.
And this is a dog who's very pushy on everything because control, but that's the only conversation that he struggles with, is giving you leadership, you know? And so he's accepting it with me, so therefore you're not seeing it. If he doesn't accept me as leader, you'll see him give me crap. But he'll only do that if I don't earn it, right? How do you earn it? In those moments that he's giving you a hard time is where you earn it. You're not gonna earn it outside of that by having fun and doing other things. You're not gonna earn it. I wish it worked that way. In the moments he gives you a hard time, you let him know, don't give me a hard time. And that generalizes just stuff in general. You know, and it's easy. If I say stop, stop. If I say do, do. We're not complicating it, and that's what's getting us here, okay?
Perfect. Nice walk. I really wasn't expecting it to be this good.
He's doing
It's
really
yesterday's
nice.
session did wonders.
Well, yeah. So he needed an adjustment. He needed to make mistakes and get actual consequences that mattered to him, meaning firm enough to get the point across, delivered properly, and then the brain changes. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm done with that. And now he's into this mode of like follow-up.
He's super chill. His body is calm and relaxed. His tail is neutral. He's not ultra focused on the environment. He's paying attention to your leg,
And he
but
knows
he's
I'm
also
proud of him.
enjoying his walk.
So yeah, the other element is like now he's seeing the benefit. Like, dude, we're a team. We could sit here and argue all day, but that's not going to do us any good. I'm trying to lead us, man. We're a family. So once that's gone, he accepts me as leader. You can see the attitude's gone, so the fussiness is gone.
I love it.
All right.
Look at that. Isn't that so cool to know that during that original 3 weeks, the heel you taught,
Stuck.
it's stuck. Look at that.
I haven't done any work on it.
We haven't done any work on the heel, and we worked hard on his heel. Do you remember?
Yes, because you have to.
Multiple sessions in the field, the court, him trying to do everything but heel.
This is leadership exercise. So like, if you go out and you say heel and the dog's giving you a hard time and it's just a bit of a struggle, that's relationship. So this right now is just a constant reminder to him and to me, who's in charge. But he's also being rewarded too, because again, we're traveling, he's having a good time. I am gonna let him know when he can go out and explore and potty. And he's also safe with me, because I proved it to him time and time again. I will put myself in jeopardy to protect you. He already knows that about me, so he's chill.
Love it. Good job.